I'm Chris, this is Miller Plays. We are with Turning Manchester Red. It's episode 12. We have 2 games left of this season. They're 2 very big games. We're first up against Arsenal in the league. It's a decider. Where do we finish? There's 3 teams all on the same point, so it's going to be interesting there. And then we finish the season off with the Champions League final against Liverpool. Okay. I bid for Florian Wirtz. The board blocked it. They feel paying too much for him. It's, hold on. You've benefited from all this ridiculous inflation on player sales, etc. You've bought the club with borrowed money for 600 million or whatever it was many years ago. It's now worth however many billion. You've sold a quarter of that to somebody else. All the money that you bought the club with, you borrowed, that the club have been saddled with that debt, and yet you still think you know football better than football people. Yeah, okay. Rant over. We are currently sitting in 3rd. We share 3rd with Chelsea and Arsenal. We're all on 79 points. It's a bit of a lottery of who finishes 3rd, who finishes 4th, and where Chelsea finish. So Chelsea are at home against Liverpool, so they've got a tough game, but Liverpool have got nothing to... Well, they need to win, really. Man City are away at Tottenham, so it's all to play for. Man City can still sneak the title like it did on the last day last season. Liverpool with a win means Chelsea can drop out if us and Arsenal draw, for instance. Although the likelihood is 5th and perhaps even 6th place is going to be enough for Champions League, which is damn bad news because Tottenham beat Villa, Villa dropped away, so Tottenham are likely to be in the Champions League. We have failed the FA Cup challenge. We didn't challenge for the FA Cup, but we've passed everything else there. We're on course with the wage budget. Sign players to sell at a profit. Yeah, okay. What a strange club this really is. Did you see? Actually, look at that. That's job security. Finance-wise, we're $250 million in debt at the bank. So, me thinking at the end of 2027, so next summer, this will be clear. We'll see. But that debt should be wiped out by the sponsorships. We're obviously going to get some prize money from the Premier League, from the Champions League, etc., etc. So that will come down drastically soon. Right, without further ado, I'll pick the team for today and we'll get on and play Arsenal. For the final league game of the season, our team has been picked. It is Costa in goal. It's Porro, De Ligt, Diomande and Shaw making up the back 4. Agate sits in front. Halseth, Naipan and Carboni make up the remainder of the midfield. For some reason, my assistant manager loves Rashford and insists on picking him. And Pino is on the right and Højlund is up front. So no place for Garnacho, apparently. There we have it. We'll get on and we can obviously see that we need potentially a right back, a left back, and maybe, well, definitely a midfielder. That's the 3 positions we'll look at during the summer transfer window. And it's now just a case of members of this current squad we get rid of. I'm all for getting rid of Rashford. He's a miserable so-and-so. He only turns it on every 3rd game or so. And that is terrible from Diomande. We've just shot ourselves in the foot there. Oh dear, he's dropped to a 6-4. This could be a longer... Oh dear from Højlund. That was terrible. Arsenal are running rampant. Fortunately, that one goes over. Let's give them some encouragement. Liverpool haven't scored yet, so we're down to 5th. I've given them... Oh, Chelsea have scored now. Oh, no. 22 minutes in. We have been absolutely dreadful. Let's berate them as we score from here. No, we don't score from here, so I'm happy to berate them there. Rashford managed to pass there. Did everyone see it? Woohoo! Dear, oh dear, oh dear. We are sinking without trace. And that is the worst possible outcome. We are so light in midfield, we can't afford to lose players. Right, I hate him, so he can come off. It's all his fault. Pino's not having a great game, so we'll bring Aristu at right back. Can we get something out of this game now? We're pinging it around at the back, which is always bad news. We're going to go back again, aren't we? And again. How many times are we going to loft the ball to Pedro bloody Porro? On your own then, Carboni. Yeah, 5 against 1. Let's go more attacking. Let's demand more. Højlund has been rubbish, so we can come off. And we'll get Kessie on to Ugarte. I think that's all our subs. I'm just going to keep shouting demand more. Our best player is the young right back. Marvellous. It wouldn't be too bad, but it's Arsenal. They're not being particularly good. Lorenzo Luca, 27 for the season. Get in there. We really have a bottleneck up front. We play a formation where it only has one forward. And we're looking at Rasmus Højlund, Lorenzo Luca, and whoever that new guy's name is. Who's better than both of them. And I've found an 18-year-old striker at Bayern that I quite like. So if one or both of the current strike force go, I won't be too concerned. Lorenzo Luca, what a boy. 28 now for the season. And at this point, I'm saying, does Højlund start? This youngster Aristu, what a boy he is as well. Rescued from the remains of the youth system. There's not a great deal in the youth system. Come on then. Let's nick it. Oh, unlucky. Kobbie Mainoo, what can he do? He finds Luca. Luca, back to Kessie. Kessie to Mainoo, to Luca, who finds Pedro Porro, to Carboni. It's being knocked around quite nicely here. Aristu, the De Ligt. They're just not using Diomande at the back, are they? They're just keeping it on this side. We don't want to switch it to the left. We obviously don't like Garnacho. We've taken Rashford off. You don't need to constantly play on just one side. You can use the other side. Sure, with a cross to... Oh, it was a cross, and Carboni slots his 12th of the season, and from 2-0 down and looking dead and buried. We're snatching a draw from the jaws of victory. Chelsea 2-0 up against Liverpool. Man City are obviously not beating Tottenham. But there we have it. We've come from behind. We've beaten Arsenal. Luka with 2 more goals. We've finished third. Tottenham and Man City drew. He got sent off in the 94th minute. Gray scored in the 96th minute. Like I say, Chelsea beat Liverpool 2-0 to open the door for Man City. Man City didn't sneak in this year. Arsenal were the unlucky ones who dropped down to 5th. But we finished third. What a season. And Naipan misses the Champions League final. Oh, we've got some initial budgets. Right, we'll send the assistant there. We've qualified for the Champions League, and we've got 5.25 and 34 million. That doesn't look too bad. Okay. And like I said, it was near $250 million in debt. He's got 1 game to play, and then I don't care. He's off in the World Cup. I really don't care about that. It's international football. International football is for dullards. It's to get you through the summer because there's nothing else on for football fans. It's a way for FIFA to make money. Right, okay, we'll pick it back up for the Champions League final. We'll see you there. Okay, here we are in Austria for the Champions League final. It's Costa in goal, Mario, De Ligt, Diomande and Miranda make up the back 4. Shaw is not fully fit. Mario was preferred to Porro. Ugarte sits in front. Mainu comes in place of the injured Naipan, and Carboni make up the midfield. Garnacho on the left, Pino on the right, and Luka, after his 2 goals against Arsenal, starts. It was touch and go whether we actually picked Rashford or not. Of all the players that I don't mind leaving, he's not got any interest in him whatsoever, which is very disappointing. Early doors then. An early shot off, no highlights, 10 minutes in. It's going to be a cagey affair. We've got 60% of possession though, so Liverpool, the Premier League champions, have had the first shot, the first booking. When I say first shot on target, yeah, I don't care about that. Half an hour in, not a single highlight. This is the kind of Champions League final we're all looking forward to. De Ligt is tired, Ugarte's getting tired, Jeremy's not particularly... Oh, there's no highlights in the first half. That's beautiful. Dedic has come on as a right back for Canate. Gomez and Wrench make up their back 4, or their centre backs. Right, it's time to unleash Højlund and Idiot. See if he can do anything in today's game. That was almost a highlight then. We almost went forward. Diomande finds Ugarte. Ugarte to Carboni. Carboni inside to Mainu. Mainu to Højlund. Højlund, he's through, he shoots, and his 32nd goal of the season puts Manchester United, or MUFTC, whatever the TC might stand for. Ugarte looks like he's given everything. Okie dokie. Kessie can come on for Agate then. Carbone. Looks like he's a little bit tired. I've got one more sub. We'll save that for a bit. It could be Porro for Jeremy then. Or do I bring on Sargent? No, we're going to be sensible. We're going to be so sensible that we're going to do that. Yeah, Mario. In his final appearance, potentially. The ball finds its way to Porro, but he lost it. But Zanolo picks it up, loses it. Mainu now picks it up. What's he going to do? He's firing Rashford. Rashford doesn't get onto the ball. We're on the greatest. To be fair, hopefully this is just a substitution highlight. Diomande up and wins. Mainu. Ball through to Zanolo. Zanolo to Pedro Porro. Porro finds Rashford, who shoots, and you can see why I want to get rid of him. "5 minutes of added on time. And the most boring Champions League final ever is between the two Northwest Giants of England. The referee's clapping away, look. He knows. And there's another trophy for the cabinet. What a season. I said this was going to be the hardest season. Next season, we go again. We're going for the Premier League. Hopefully you've enjoyed all this, and we'll see you for the next time when we'll have our season review, big summer transfers, and set out for our Premiership winning season. All right, thanks for watching. Until the next time, ta-da.